What's up, YouTube? That's Gabby. Talk to him, talking to him, and I'm gonna keep talking to him. So, I am back talking about how I know I watched this video where it was like, you are mentioning people, but what is it with yourself that you need to change or that you need to do? So, why do you keep saying people? Why do you keep mentioning people? I mention people because I know what I've changed within myself. I know what I've done to become who I am today. But it's a lot of people who has stayed the same. And you cannot help everybody. You cannot guide everybody. You cannot place everyone where you are to get them to understand, overstand, if you get me, understand where you are. You cannot make nobody listen to you. You can't even make nobody hear you. But what you can do is make it clear enough to people, whoever it is, that you want them to change. And just because you want them to change don't mean they are, or they don't want to change. I feel like a lot of people want to. A lot of people like where they are. And that's just the life they want to live. But when you are born to be a change maker, you are willing to do whatever you can to make that happen for the world, for the people around you, for yourself. And now times, it's hard to even, like I said in my last video, it's hard to even express. It's hard to become something. We are filled with victims that don't know how to open up about their stories. Filled with people who just don't know. And I mean, genuinely, they don't know how to start. They don't know how to change. They don't know how to become, because they just don't know where to start. That's why I make my videos. That's why I create what I create, to make a lot of people become who they want to be. And there's many other people out here, many other beings out here that's just like me. But what I learned to not do is force anything on nobody. I learned to just be there for as much as I can until I was given the right reason to not be around no more. Everyone is not meant to stay in your life. People are meant to go. People are meant to separate. But the ones that are meant to stay will stay. And the ones that are meant to go will go. And now, generation, with people my age, it's hard to find anybody out here that's on the same level that I'm on. It's like now, not against the partying, but it's like partying is the biggest things or the funnest things to do now. I'm not against it, but I'm just saying what's true. The drinking and smoking is, because I used to drink, I used to smoke, but I don't now. But that stuff is like the biggest thing to gain attraction to a lot of people. That's why it's so hard for a lot of us to even have friends, have genuine people who care. There was a time where that's how I knew like that was my calling. This is my calling to do. There was a time where I was walking from the store back home, and I seen this man just sitting there. Didn't look like it was nothing wrong with him. He had music playing out loud, but something was pulling me to him. Something was telling me to go tell him that God said everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be okay. It's not easy living in a world the way we do. And his response was, I know. But a lot of people know, like I just said, a lot of people know, yet they don't know how to start, where to go, or where they're going to end up. I don't even know where I'm going to end up at. But the way that I'm putting myself out there, the way that I'm sending messages of change, sending messages of love, I know where it can place me. I know, not to say categories, as I know where I'm going to be placed. I know that what I'm doing will take me places. It's not easy being the peacemaker in everything. Like, I'm the person who, and always been, like, see altercations, have altercations happen around me, fights break out, and you try to break it up. You know, I'm the person that'll stop it. Just because, why are we fighting with each other? Why are we causing harm to one another? We are brothers and sisters. We are each other company. Though a lot of people don't need company, but I'm not meaning company as you need people around to have company. I'm meaning like you could be at a bus stop and somebody, how you doing? And y'all start conversating, that type of company. Like, we supposed to be there for each other in a way of loving each other, in a matter of defending each other. Also in a matter of bringing love to the chaos around that's going on. And many may not even hear me for me as what I'm speaking. They might just hear a lot of blob or yapping, whatever. And if I'm like zoned out in a window, I'm literally like on the highest floor and I'm just looking at the view, looking at people. And I'm a person that can read energy very well. I don't try to. I really don't. But it's like when something pulls my attention to it, I will give it attention. I may not walk up and give it my attention because not all attention is needed. But sometimes if I feel the person need something that needed to be said, I'll say it. And I feel like 9 times out of 10, it has happened where I seen somebody that looks so happy, but something pulls me to them. And I can say anything, but it's a good thing. And it's like, they'll tell me like I needed to hear that. That's why I was called to just be a person of healing, making people feel known, making people feel acknowledged. And it's so hard to do that because at some points you will feel like you're being taken advantage of from people. You'll feel like people are coming in just to stay in and not reciprocate that same love. But it's like, me being who I am, it is so hard to even express what would need to be expressed, especially in myself. It's so much out here that a lot of people are blindsided by. Like, even just being outside, like, all I see, all I feel is energy. And everything is energy. A lot of things are energy. But it's sad because you can be walking past a lot of people and you can feel their energy. And a lot of the energy is not good energy. That's why I'm very mindful of who I give eye contact to, who I'm speaking to. I now refuse to shake hands with people just because of the society we are living in. People will place, like I said in my last video, people will place this image or this mask upon the actual face to where it's believable. It's real, but in reality, it's not. We can't keep going against each other, especially if it's a person who genuinely want to see you do good, who genuinely love you, who genuinely want good out of you or from you, or want to see you do good in life. There's a lot of people who just, they see your potential. They know your potential. They feel the potential that you have. And they carry it as competition when there's no competition to begin with. I'm a very humble person. I can walk out and go anywhere, and I carry light, so it attracts the darkness. So of course people are going to stare. But it's like for so long, I was a person who had to dim myself for a lot of people. Even from the clothes I was wearing, from how I spoke to, who I spoke to just me being who I am. But now I'm realizing, like, you don't have to be that person. You don't have to hide yourself no more. And I said this in the last video I uploaded. You don't need to change who you are in ways you do, but if it's not in a righteous way, why are you doing it? If you're doing stuff to cause somebody else to feel bad, why are you doing it? Start making people feel loved. Make people feel heard. And all the people may hear this and say, like, or even think, but not say it, because that's reality we live in. A lot of people think what they want to say, but don't say it. Express. Everybody have the reason to state their opinion on something. Even if it's not good, you have the reason to. We are living in times where if one fall apart, it's like an abdominal effect. If one sees someone do good, it's going to cause everybody to do good. And I love how I'm a person of inspiration. I genuinely get excited when somebody can reach out to me about this and it's good. And then it makes me feel good when somebody is not doing good and they can still reach out to me. Like, I'm just that person that can be called on to. When we have so much to go up against and less armor to help us go up against it. I'm not talking about weapons. I'm not talking about protection wise. I'm talking about our voices. When there's only so little of people willing to defend, stand up, be real, be truthful, then it's going to stay like that. But when we have more people opening up, when we have more people defending our side of the story, standing up for ourselves, standing in our truth, speaking our truths, then the more of us will. And that's just the truth. We cannot keep having to hide who we are because of somebody else. And I'm meaning this in a way of urge. Like, I really urge people to be who you are. Be honest with yourself. Even if a lot of things that was done was not good. I kid you not, like, the more honest you are with yourself, the more a lot of people's lives will change. You can put on whatever you want to put on, nice clothes, nice shoes. You can put on some nice smelling cologne or perfume. You can get your hair done. You can put this on if you're a woman. You can wear makeup. If you're a man, you can get your beard chopped and clipped or whatever. But if you hiding the truth within you, it's just going to eat you up more. Let me break this down. They say looks are very deceiving. And when I say that, I mean that. Looks are very deceiving. People can put on a mask in front of your face and get home and take it off. You can't keep being that way. I've done it. But I learned to stop, because when I got home and when I got undressed and I'm like, this is not who I am in public, so why do I have to feel like this in private? When you can be the same way in public and in private. You shouldn't have to become something that you aren't in public because of different people, because of who's around. And I learned this the hard way from people saying that it's something when it's not. And again, sorry, I'm looking away because it's like the view and I'm just hearing the birds. I can hear it even though these walls are very thick. You want change? Be that, for real. It all starts with you though. You can't make nobody smack you up. You can't make nobody I mean, sometimes that's what some people need, but that shouldn't happen. Like, a lot of people just need, like, to really look at themselves and tell themselves, is this who I want to be? Is this who I was called to be? All I really want to say before I end this video, even though this video may be a little all over, but I meant everything that I said. I felt everything that I said. Love. Love. Because some of us carry so much hate in our heart to the point where they don't even know what love feel like no more. And then when they have actual genuine love, or people who love genuinely come to them or around them, they don't know how to accept it. So it's like they looking at it as, are you a joke? This supposed to be a joke? Is this supposed to be funny? Stop trying to put on a front in front of people when it's not who you are. I don't know who may hear this, and I don't know who may feel this, but I'm talking to somebody out there. I'm talking to somebody. So on that note, I'm gonna get off here. That's Gabby. Talking to him, and I'm gonna keep talking to him.